Hello, and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. I'm Chance, also known as Moras. In the last episode, we got to the banquet, we were talking to everybody, and then I screwed up and accepted Selmius's deal and had to redo it all over again because my last save was before the banquet started. So yes, we're back. Reason why I didn't like Selmius deals, like I accepted it the first time, and then I ended up deleting that character, and then I didn't accept it the time after that. So I didn't know the repercussions for them, but not accepting it wasn't actually a big deal in the long run, in my opinion. So I usually don't accept his deal. And then on the time I did accept his deal, I found out it was all. It's nice having 500 BP at the beginning of the game, considering I think you only start with 200 or something, so you get an extra 500. That's like 700, I think.
So, how do you like our little gathering? I hope you've made some useful connections. Shall we move on to the official proceedings?
The negative effect is that you have to pay back that 500 BP, and until you do, you have to work with the Restov Building Guild, which wouldn't be a big deal if they weren't half a country away. So yeah, don't like it. Before we begin, I'd like to talk about the envoy I'll be taking with me.
My apprentice, Casil Aldori, will go with you, won't he?
Yes, that's my decision.
Whatever you choose, I won't argue. But you must choose your inner circle with the utmost care.
I'm ready for the ceremony.
Excellent. Stand here. Lords and ladies, today we are here to honor 3 brave people who have done the impossible. They've tamed the stolen lands.
Getting some spikes, and I don't know why. Like right there, what the hell?
Hannes Drelev, the new master of Glenabon. Captain Mager.
Is it on my side or is it on the recording side?
Finally, the tamer of the Shrike Hills, who put an end to the atrocities of the Stag Lord's bandits. Step forward. On behalf of the people of the free city of Restov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.
The first. Also, I've been waiting to start Varnhold Lot until this point because when I started it before, I realized that Varnhold's Lot takes place at the beginning of that at the beginning of the end of your coronation. So like at the end of your coronation is the beginning of Varnhold Lot. So I was like, oh, I might as well start it there, so it makes sense canonically in a sense.
Victory. The Stag Lord's dead, and the capital of the new barony has been built in place of his fort. That was how the long and challenging taming of the stolen lands began.
I can't tell if it's cutting out on recording, because when I'm checking the audio, it looks like it's fine, so I don't know if it's my side that's just cutting out. Oh, Keston Garrus. Welcome, Your Grace. Keston salutes you. You can see he's a bit anxious. He had rehearsed his speech many times. Let me once again congratulate you on your victory and your new title. Lady Jamandi transferred me here. I am at your disposal. I'm not one to bestow honors, but I want you to know I'm glad to serve you. I'm here to welcome you on behalf of your new capital's citizens. The Stag Lord's former stronghold will soon be a thriving city. Word travels fast. The first settlers have already arrived, with new ones approaching as we speak. While you were visiting Restov, much has been done here. Your benefactors, the Aldori, invested a great deal of resources in rebuilding the city. I stand ready to answer your questions and show you around the most important sites. The main question is, where can I get a drink or 3? It's time to toast my victory. Keston hesitates a brief moment, then laughs. I'll make sure to show you. The moment we entered the city, the tavern was the first business that opened. The building a city is thirsty work, and I beg your forgiveness for my behavior during your reception, I drank a little too much. It's a day for celebration. Where are my companions? They're all somewhere around here. I never kept an eye on who went where exactly. I assume Tristan is with Jihad, and you could always find Lindsay. Just follow the noise and turmoil. Are there any citizens I should know about? Our old acquaintance Jod is right here. Erastel's clerics normally don't like cities much, but he's eager to serve you. As an emissary of... Also, the emissary of Bravoy is here, waiting for you in the throne room. There's also a curious matter. An elf has paid us a visit. A blind elf. Desna only knows how he managed to get here. He seems peaceful and he's an even pleasant fellow, though naturally a little odd. So I'll let him stay a while. It's up to you to decide what to do with him now. That's about it, I guess. Keston scratches his head. What's the mood of the people here? I must admit, I've never seen anything like that in my whole life. A city, a whole barony, born in front of my own eyes. Our eyes. I guess our own I'd say my eyes. Whatever. The people sense the moment. Today, we're feeling proud. As a rule, I'm not too cheerful or chatty. I don't feel out the place amongst all the rejoicing. Today's just one of those days. I'm ready to look around the city. Lead the way. Follow me, Your Grace. Greetings, Your Grace. We're your new subjects. We're selecting a site to build our house. It's wet near the lake and windy up here on the hill. A fine place to throw garbage at your neighbor's head, though. Ouch. It's a good thing you got rid of those monsters and bandits, Your Grace. I don't think I could skip these dialogues, so I'm just gonna have to stand here awkwardly. You recognize this place, Your Grace? This is where the Stag Lord's fortress wall used to be. Now, not that it saved him in the end, huh? Yeah, so it was there. I was always never sure where the wall was, but I guess it's right where that wooden board is. Our workers did a fine job turning this bandit den into the heart of the town. Heart of town is the main square. We plan to hold street festivities and fairs here. Look, we already have our first vendor. Greetings, Your Grace. You turn to the right from the square, you end up straight in our tavern. I'm pretty sure down that street is not towards the tavern. It's a little bit a little up and to the right. Like if you turn right here, it leads to the tavern. The tavern sale is blessed by Caden Kelleen himself. I swear, the lady who owns it is a gem. I heard our baron is as tall as a troll and hair of pure gold and can breathe fire. Oh, that's nonsense. Well, except for the part about breathing fire. All barons could breathe fire, trust me. Sadly, I don't have that ability. Oh, welcome, Your Grace. Glad to serve you. Your Grace, those are our guards. They keep order in the city or keep their mouths busy with gossip. The commander is... Oh god, why did that one not take as long? I mean, yeah. Here's the observation platform. I hope one day your capital will grow large enough that we won't be able to see the full extent from this perch. Fair. See, this is taking longer than it needed to read than the other one. All I saw was a Captain Hayden, I think. I assume the building in front of us is your residence. That's where we'll head now. Why am I spiking? I don't think I have anything running besides the game. I don't want to tab out in fear of accidentally crashing it. I'll tab out at the next dialogue that lets me click continue. Just in case. Because I don't know what it could be. Okay, yeah, so this one. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna tab out. See why my freaking thing is spiking. Okay, I accidentally clicked I accidentally clicked shut down Steam instead of close the window for Steam, and it shut down Pathfinder Kingmaker. So I'm back. I hope I fixed the problem. I basically closed everything besides Pathfinder Kingmaker and OBS. It's my recording software. Keston Garrus. So now we reached the main chambers. This is the throne room where you'll hold court and receive visitors. Let me draw your attention to this large map depicting your barony and its surroundings. We'll mark all the important scout points and other newsworthy of your grace's attention. Having finished his speech, Custon tucks his thumb under his belt and stands quietly. Cassil Eldori. Greetings, your grace. Cassil, Jamandi's ward, gives a polite bow. It was a pleasure to meet you at Restav's reception. On behalf of your... Did I? Okay, I didn't meet you, I just... you were there. I never talked to you because I don't think you had anything to say. On behalf of your allies and benefactors, the Eldori Sword Lords, I'd like to offer you some advice. Barony effects, plus 60 community, 6 to loyalty, 3 military, 3 economy, 3 divine, 3 arcane, 3 stability. New event, trade agreement with Sartova, Evinsky's offer, pillage the Temple of Elk, or rebuild the Temple of Elk. Research into the natures of curses, Davik Nettle. Difficulty level, you may change the difficulty level. If it's set automatic, you won't have to deal with most governed decisions that care of automatically, and your barony will never fail. However, it will also prevent you from unlocking any governance-related achievements. Yeah. You can solve most of your barony's problems by granting appointments to the right people. Responsible people. But certain states' business will demand your personal attention, as will visits of especially important guests. Report of outstanding events will be marked on your map. You can also check it while you're considering your plans. According to ancient traditions of Restov, of Brevoy, and most of the river kingdoms, rulers address affairs of states and receive visitors at the beginning of the month. My advice to you is to maintain this tradition and regularly visit your capital when needed. First thing you should do as a ruler is assign loyal people to all important positions of your barony. Your clerics John and Tristien were first to seek an audience. I won't distract you further, and I'll lead you to consider. Once again, my congratulations. May your rule be long and prosperous. Jihad Kafkan.
Your Grace, allow me to congratulate you on receiving your title of Baron. I'm confident that you'll be able to bring order to these troubled lands.
Jihad stumbles slightly.
Though honest, that isn't exactly what we wanted to speak to you about. Tristien and I have been talking a great deal about what happened at the Temple of the Elk. It doesn't at all make sense to us yet, but one thing is clear. There's a powerful curse at work. It corrupts the very essence of that sacred place, sweeping it with putrescence. I'm disgusted at whoever could do this.
Jihad exhales loudly, catching his breath.
Now, there is a new woe. Tristien and I believe the curse did not simply disperse on its own accord. There's a place near the capital, ruined by locals, to be cursed. Tristien and I visited the dreadful place, and we felt the same protrusius, I don't know how to pronounce this, as the Temple of the Elk.
What is this place? Where is it?
There is a bald hilltop not far from here, to the north of the capital. Its crown is entirely barren of life. The locals believe the rituals glorifying the dark gods were held there, back in ancient times. There is no longer any trace of such rituals, but the air around the hilltop is heavy to the point of stifling. This place is not like a rotting wound, closed but not healed.
This place is like a rotting wound, closed but not healed.
And this wound will undoubtedly open again. Tristien and I felt something approaching, something ominous. Curse will soon return to plague us once more. I swear by Erastil.
I'll go there as soon as I am able.
I would happily accompany you, but I would not expect to see anything new there at present.
I agree with Tristien. We have been to this hilltop. It's barren, but filled with dense atmosphere of unease. Well, what do you suggest? The curse will grow in strength. We predict it to reach the peak of its strength in about 1 month. That's when we should visit the Bald Hilltop and resolve this issue. For now, we can only wait and prepare. We beg your pardon, Grace. We're for intervening with you to get with you getting a grasp of your barony. I'm sure you have even more pressing matters at hand right now. Oh, and then the next day happens. How to build a kingdom.
Retire.
Oh boy. Barony stats. Barony has 10 basic statistics used supervised by an advisor. They are as follows. Population is the regent. Loyalties, counselor. Military, general. Economy, treasurer. Divine, high priest. Relations, grand diplomat. Stability, warden. Magic, magister. Culture, curator. Espionage, minister. Set development. Stats increase to your governance is successful and decrease if events don't end well or other negative factors are placed in your way. Do not let your barony stats drop to 0 or lower. This will cause your subjects to riot, and your state will begin to crumble. Each stat has certain milestone or ranks within them. Every 20 points in a stat will increase your rank. Rank 1 unlocks corresponding advisor position for the stats. Further development of the stat and upgrades to its ranks will be possible only if you have an advisor to the relevant position. Governing your barony will require one advisor for each stat. You may appoint your companions as well as some of the stolen land citizens into these advisors' positions. Each of the 10 positions has at least 3 characters who are qualified to hold it. Not all these characters will willingly serve you right away. Some of them will need to be convinced. Appointing others will require some completing a task for them or rendering them some other service. Every advisor acts of their own ideology. They have their own opinions on everything that happens in your domain. Therefore, you might want to select characters whose governance philosophy is consistent with your own. Open the advisor tab on the right side of the screen, click an empty slot, and select a character to appoint them as an advisor. Every barony stat gains a bonus from a specific ability of the appointed advisor. The exact size of the bonus is indicated in the upper right corner of the advisor's card. Only advisors may address the problems, opportunities, and sudden events that occur within your domain and require immediate attention. Do not leave these positions vacant. We shall call it Arcadia. Why is it moving like that? And then we shall call this Hearth, because these are relevant to this character's fictional story that I have created for it. I prefer Octavia because I think she's more good than chaotic, and Valerie's more lawful than, well, she's just lawful. Counselor Tristan because he's also good. Casil, because he's also good. Ragangar is evil chaotic, I believe, and it shows in his actions, while Amiri is just chaotic. So you could have both of a chaotic flavor or just a chaotic evil flavor. I don't have a treasurer yet. And High Priest, we shall put Jihad, because he's also a good boy. Look at this man. He's a good boy. We also could claim the outskirts. I never ever research curses, but there's a certain thing that if you've played this game before, and you might have noticed that I've been working towards, that requires... Oops, I clicked X, I didn't mean to click X. That requires us to do a lot of research. I don't know why I'm fatigued. Maybe because I'm at medium. Maybe, I don't know. Get all these coins and junk. Let's just move this stuff down with the other stuff. Okay, I'm missing one piece of this rest stuff, unless it's in my... inventory somewhere. I don't think it is, though. We got these toys, which I don't even know what they're for. Okay. And I'll go talk to this old man right here called the Storyteller. Oops, I dropped my phone. The Storyteller. The man standing before you resembles an elf, but a very old one. His face is wrinkled and his beard is white as the mountain snow. The man seems completely blind. The old man stares past you with unseeing eyes. Seemed to be consumed in his thoughts. He mutters a soft melody, swaying back and forth slightly to its rhythm. The man shudders briefly and stops singing. His mouth opens and closes a few times, bringing his mind to a mind of fish brought ashore. Ah, who's there? Is that you, your grace? Who are you? I am Elf. I am an elf from Kionan. My name is not important. I am the Storyteller, collector of stories. I collect unknown legends of ancient times. The man smiles, but doesn't seem directed towards you. Long ago, I was a smith in Kionan. The fire of the forge has burned out my eyes, but I am grateful for it. If I could see, I would yet forge suits of armor for Idara's guards. Instead, I have stepped onto the path of an adventurer and gatherer of ancient legends. The man ponders silently for a moment. Many people are long dead. Their homes crumbled to dust, their bones turned to ash. Only legends could still tell us of their triumphs and defeats, their joys and fears. I would be so interested to hear stories about us after our demise. I have always been drawn to the Stolen Lands, where the countless expeditions, armies, and even kingdoms have met their untimely ends. When I learned of a new barony being founded at the heart of these lands, I knew I wanted to be part of its story, so I made my journey here. Are you really an elf? Do elves age like you have? A common question. Despite my unusual looks, I am an elf. An old one, yes, but perhaps older than any other elf of Kionan. However, I doubt my age alone is responsible for my appearance. I kept stories of many people and races, some forever gone from the face of Golarion. But they live in my memory and my heart. When I accept a new story, I lock it within myself, bearing the weight of its words and the emotions they invoke. Sometimes I think I probably should have died long ago, but some incomprehensible force is keeping me alive, granting me the ability to continue my quest to gather stories, be it divine or fell curse. I am grateful either way. How could you tell it was me? The old man smiles slightly. It's not hard to recognize a ruler by the way he walks, nor when he hears steps confidently as you, your grace. I need a wise advisor at my court. Would you like to serve me in the matter of state? Storyteller voice grows soft. Thank you for your words. I am unlikely to be able to interpret the intricacies of the political world or the affairs of the treasury, but my advice regarding magic of the arts would be useful to any ruler. Alright, would you care to trade stories with me? The man's voice rushes like an autumn leaves. I am a collector, not a trader. If I share my stories with you, you receive the power to press it further, changing or embellishing it, whether willingly or not. Can I be certain you'll keep the stories intact to their absolute purity? The storyteller ponders for several moments. No, I do not think so. Not at least not yet. These legends are the most precious valuables of this world. The last remnants of an ancient tribes. They are beacons of illuminating the way to the past, allowing us to meet generations long gone. I cannot let their light fade. The path to the past must not be lost. The old man thinks a moment, then continues. But I can offer you a deal, your grace. If on your journeys you discover items from eras past, bring them to me. And if my eyes can see the stories these relics hold, I'll gladly share them with you. You find all the pieces of any ancient artifacts I can even recall my smithing skills to unite them and restore their power. Remind me, what does you want from me? In your travels? Yeah. Brought some of my relics. Are they worthy of a story? Storyteller's eyebrows raise. How interesting. May I, your grace? He gently touches the items from your pack. A
coin from a non-existent country when Coral the Conqueror mastered Rosalind, having claimed it from Bavoy, he prohibited the issuance and use of such coins. Both ordinary folk and the Eldori Swordlords were required to use new coins, decorated with Coral's profile. But no one was quick to be rid of these prohibited coins. Oh no, in many houses they still store boxes and whole chests of such coins, waiting for the day when Rosalind declares its independence. Damn, per coin I got 34. I don't know how many coins I had. I think I had a decent chunk though. Storyteller's fingers crosses the symbol shaped like a tree leaf. And what's this? I hear the voices of trees and smell and scent of fresh leaves. A dryad mark, is it not? I would happily to purchase from you. Token of dryad sold. The storyteller idly toys the ancient, plain-looking coin. What in the name of Claren? The Claren ruler who issued this coin. Does anyone remember it now? Did the Cyclopses use, or Cyclopes? I don't know. I assume it's Cyclopses. Because, you know, I don't know. Could be just Cyclopses. Use it to purchase food, books, weapons, perhaps someone's life, or their freedom. Who can say? Its history was erased by the Earthfall. But I will buy it for you for significantly more than it was worth in its own time. 400 gold. Just like, I guess everything else is 400 gold. Pretty sure if you sell it base to the thing, it's either 200 or 300 gold, and then selling it to him is 400 gold. Storyteller weighs this soldier and tag in his palm. A soldier does not ask where the banners of war are headed. He or she goes to battle, dies, and leaves others to decide whether the cause was just. This tag belonged to one of the many warriors who helped establish the glory of the Taldan Empire. If you would permit me, I'd gladly purchase it from you. Storyteller finishes his inspection. Remember me if you should find anything noteworthy. I'll leave you to your legends till we meet again. Storyteller doesn't answer, his unseeing eyes staring blankly ahead. And I also wanted to talk to Tristane, but I also want to actually set up our kingdom a bit. Ooh. Oh yeah, he's also here, so I could just talk to him here in the throne room. Claiming new regions. You may claim new regions, expand your territory, open the regions tab on the side of the screen, and select the relevant projects from the bottom screen. Claiming a region will allow you to significantly increase your barony stats and found settlements in the area. Here's what you must do to claim a new region. 1. Meet special regional conditions. That is, complete a quest or reach a certain rank in one of the stats. 2. Collect sufficient BP for claim. 3. Find an unoccupied advisor who would take charge of the claim. As soon as you start the kingdom project to claim a region, the time would automatically be sped up 14 days. The time it takes for you and your advisor to claim the region. After the new territory is claimed and annexed into your domain, the boundaries of the state will change and you'll receive all the bonuses granted by the claimed region. So yes, we get the outskirts, which literally a bit of it is like technically Restov rule. Like I think it's up to here. This is Oleg's trading house post, so we'd be claiming it as ours. Yeah, I think that's all we have is stuff to do. I will do this. Me and I guess I can't remember if this actually boosts their stats. I don't think it does. I'll just go. Let's go, Tristane. So yeah, as I mentioned, this game is very time gated. So you spend time to do things and claim stuff. So claiming the region takes 14 days. So it speeds up 14 days. So you have X amount of time to complete other stuff. Oh, did claiming the region with Tristane bring up loyalty? Makes sense, I guess.